We are live behind the big lighthouse in Jupiter, Florida for opening day of the Myers-Hillis Hykemer fantasy football season. Woo! Hi, I am your host, the commissioner and proud owner of the team E Street Band, here with your pre-game coverage. And I'm joined with my correspondent and rookie to the league, Matthew Hykemer. Matthew, say hi to the folks at home.
Hello, folks at home.
Good job, Matthew. Now, Matthew and I today are here to preview the opening day of the Myers-Hillis / Hykemer fantasy football season. Matthew, let's get right to the action and tell us who's in our first game of the week.
Well, our first game of the week is Quattro's Armada, Bobby Hillis against Matthew Hykemer, cool cousin, me. And what would you like to know first about this?
Well, I can actually see the computer, so I don't need your help, but thank you very much. Bobby usually has a very strong team. He actually is two-time champion. But, I don't know, his team looks a little vulnerable this year. What do you think, Matthew?
Well, for being the two-time league champ, I don't think he picked the strongest roster this year, seeing how he has Matt Schaub at quarterback and Billy Cundiff, who is Baltimore's kicker, who nobody's ever heard of.
Yes, his name again?
Cundiff.
Yes, and that's exactly how you say it. All right, moving on to our second game for everybody to keep your eyes on. Game that seems to happen at the first game of every year, and that is Dancer Chicks versus Mr. Jingles. Patrick Hillis, Molly Myers, clash again. So, we'll see who wins this battle once again. As we know, everyone's favorite time of year is when Patrick picks on Molly and kicks her butt, because that's really cool to do. You know, she's a young girl, but go ahead, Patrick. Smack her around. I'm sure I won't retaliate.
And Patrick has 1, 2, 3, like 8 injured players. I'm pretty sure half of his roster is either probable or out.
Okay. Well, thank you, Matthew, for pointing out that everyone on Patrick's team is injured. So, hopefully he can pull off a miracle here. You know, actually, one football player with no legs is just stupid. So, that's all we have to say about that. Going to our other game, we have the game of the week. V-Town Beatdown. Daniel Myers, the little team that could. The team that always puts up a good fight but never quite wins the whole thing. Versus the E Street Band.
Who never wins.
Right, who never wins except I once. I won the whole thing once.
Once?
Yes, listen, if you're going to be part of this broadcast, you need to get your facts straight, pal. Okay? Alright? And eat something. You weigh like 4 pounds. Alright?
Sounds good.
Anyway, me versus Daniel. Who's going to win?
I picked Daniel.
Alright, good pick. You're an idiot. I will probably win.
Nope, you have Colt McCoy. He has Tony Romo. Clearly, Tony Romo is better.
Right. I'd actually like to take this moment to announce that Matthew Hykemer has officially retired from fantasy football. Matthew, listen, we enjoyed having you in the league this year, but
I'm not retired.
You're not?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had my information wrong. Looks like Matthew will actually not be retiring. Moving forward, we have another game on tap, and that one features everyone's favorite father, Buck Myers, and Buck's Bandits versus his own son, Teddy Myers of the Providence Friars. Now, since we saw you last, Teddy Myers has graduated from college and has been living at home, but he has been studying his fantasy football numbers, and if he remembers he's in the league, should have a pretty good season. Matthew, who's Teddy got at quarterback?
Teddy has Drew Brees at quarterback, but Buck has Tom Brady, and as the last video pointed out, the similarities between Buck and Tom Brady are pretty close.
Oh man, I mean, I remember during football season last year, I came home and I said, "Mom, what's Tom Brady doing in the kitchen?"
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, she was like, "That's not Tom Brady, that's your father." You know, and that, you know,
it's just amazing.
No, I still remember one time I was asleep, my dad woke me up for school. He goes, "Timmy, wake up." And I was like, "Tom Brady, get out of my bed." But it wasn't my dad. It was my dad. You know what I'm talking about? Who does your dad look like? Tom Cruise. That's your answer. Right. Moving on. The final game is Boys in the Hood versus Megan Myers and Boys in the Hood every year puts up a heck of a fight. And we all know Megan Myers is a big Eagles fan, looking to kick some butt this year. She's back in the United States, people! Woo!
With Michael Vick.
And Michael Vick is on her team. Look out, the guy can run all over the place.
Vick's an eagle, hide your beagle.
Right. Remember, Matthew Heikammer said, and we'll put this up on screen for you, Vick's an eagle, hide your beagle. Okay? Great, smart kid over here.
But that is about it.
What's wrong with you? Anyway, that is it for your fantasy football pre-game coverage. Everyone have a great season out there. And remember, today's fantasy football pre-game coverage is being brought to you by
Capri Sun.
Capri Sun. It's like a juice box, but it's in a bag. Juice in a bag, Capri Sun. Get yours today. So, ladies and gentlemen, have a great season. Everyone, do your best out there. And remember, don't forget to update your rosters.